It's really ready to go.
Fucking stuttering! Fucking stuttering! Fucking stuttering!
Take me by the hand, 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 he, him, they, them, he, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. Me by the hand. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, what the fuck is he wearing? It's not Halloween. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man,
Fucking stuttering!
Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, my God, am I bending the cat? Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, oh my God, like that. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, hey darling, you can smile more. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, that's what we fucking do. It's fuck off! Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cock. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yard, 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 yard. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yard, 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 yard. It's really ready to go. Here's some Hollywood horse bitch. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, kitty fuck. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man,
Fucking stuttering!
Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, bring on my quad, your main balls. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, oh my God, like that. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, beat him into submission. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, yada 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 yada. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, you got me. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, so fucking crazy. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, fuck off. Fire, fire, big pants flyer. One of them. So that went well. Let's move on. She's like, it's so. Oh look, what a coincidence! God damn, I hate this day. I can't say the word tampon.
For the players.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
No!
What are you doing?
Adjusting your breasts. You fainted and they shifted all out of whack. There.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to somewhere where my eyes look like shit. Maybe because it's the Halloween special of reading out the super chats I couldn't get to on Tuesday. Hey, how y'all doing? My eyes are rough. My kitty cat has been sleeping in bed with me, and my eyes are cat hair everywhere. Oh, and I also might just have had a very late night. And we went through a daylight saving in the UK. So I got DM me on Twitter, by the way. Okay. We got what was this? George Lucas to direct the Rogue One sequel. A Rogue One sequel titled A New Hope will arrive in theaters May 25th, 1977. God damn. Of course. How did I not see this coming? After Rogue One, I thought, well, what are they going to do with those Death Star plans? They got to do something. They can't just funny around with them and do nothing. Oh, great, a sequel. Sequel's been made. And I might have stayed up late last night. I tried to do things. I tried to do things. First of all, I attempted to watch The Peripheral. Now, The Peripheral is the Chloe Moretz TV show where it's set in the future and it's all a bit, I don't know, Matrixy or some business. Anyway, I said I'd try and give it a go. I said I'd try and give it a watch. And I did try. And I lasted 12 minutes into episode 1. 12 minutes into episode 1. And the reason why I gave up after 12 minutes is it's meant to be set in 2099. So 77 years into the future. I know, it lasted longer than Wheel of Time. That's where the 38 seconds meme comes from, by the way. That's how long it lasted on Wheel of Time. And it was just, my feminism! My feminism! For the first 12 minutes, and I was just like, oh. 77 years into the future, and somebody, and then just talking about, oh, well, I hope nobody finds out that you're a female playing video games. There you go, Marco. You can fuck off. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it was just 12 minutes of feminism, girl bosses, men are stupid. And I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if the show gets better. Even I heard the second episode gets a bit shitter, but I don't care if the show gets better. If this is the way that you want to lead with a show, if this is the way your front foot forward, if this is the way that you want to say to people, hey, this is what our show is going to be about, then 12 minutes of girl bosses and men are shit and sexism is rampant in 2099 and white girls save black men's lives and men have to tell women they're great because, oh, fuck off. Oh! So 12 minutes is what I lasted. Will I go back and attempt to do any more of it? No. There's plenty of other stuff to watch. There's plenty of other interesting things. So I decided
I was going to go and watch or start to watch a show that I hadn't watched, which was The Terminal List. So I go and put the first episode of The Terminal List on, and holy shit. I could not do it. I could not stop watching. I could not stop watching. So I watched the whole of the first episode of The Terminal List. It's absolutely hooked me in from the very start. I'm not going to give any spoilers right now because I'm only 3 episodes in. I say only. Well, I ended up watching 3 episodes on the bounce. Yeah, so it was a little bit late. It was a little bit late when I went to bed. On foot. Oh. That was the wrong button. Here we go. Here's the right button. I need to pop that out. There we go. For some reason, the chatsy poo had gone a bit weird, so I need to re-pop out the chat. Sorry. So I watched the first episode, and the first episode was just outstanding. And then the end of the first episode, you're just like, oh, I need more. And so, yeah, I slammed, ladies, 3 episodes of The Terminal List back to back. And the only reason, I still need to watch the final episode of Edge Runner, by the way. The only reason why I stopped is because it was ridiculous o'clock in the morning. It was something stupid like 5 a.m. in the morning, 5:30 a.m. And I was just like, I gotta sleep because I gotta get up and do this as well. And I want to go and do a gaming stream later tonight because there's no Sunday Fun Day today because everyone's at the meetup in Orlando. So I thought I can't let you go without a gaming stream on a Sunday. So I'm gonna do this stream. I'm gonna go through the super chats that we missed on Tuesday's Real BBC. Probably have a little bit of a chit chat about this and that, and then I'm going to have a little break. I'm going to get myself some afternoon tea. Well, it'll probably be early evening tea, and then I'll come back for a stream, most likely of Medieval Dynasty in the evening. And yes, the lights are doing the light stuff, reacting. Oh, hold on. I set this up through YouTube, so I need to put the slow mode on. Sorry. There we go. Boink. Okay, slow mode on. And okay. It's all gravy, baby. Right. So that's what we're going to do today. But I ended up watching 3 episodes of The Terminal List back to back. And I just want more. I just want more of it. So, I'm going to do my work like a good boy today. Going to do this stream. Going to do the next stream. And then I'm going to go and go into bed, slip into bed, and put me on some Terminal List and see how many episodes I get through this evening. So, yeah, it's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. Let me, can I just adjust this a wee bit? It'll do. It'll do. So I'm kind of glad in a way that I didn't watch it when everyone else watched it. And that's not because I'm just being like, well, but it's kind of nice when you hear that a show's good. Because I heard that The Terminal List was good. But you're kind of busy doing other shit, you're kind of busy doing other stuff, and so you miss the boat at that time, and then you kind of think, I'll watch it, watch it at some point, and then time goes on and work ticks on and all that sort of stuff, and then you just get to a point where you're like, hey, I'm gonna put on that Terminal List show, and then you're just like, Yum. You've come a long way since the dry erase board. I know. Well, about 3. I've moved the desk about 3 inches. That's where we've got to. So yeah, it's all good. So if you haven't watched it, I would seriously advise checking it out. Check it out because it's been good so far. But yes, I need to watch that final episode of Edge Runners. Otherwise, it's going to get to a point where I'm not going to watch it. I mean, when you watch Edge Runners, I'm not going to give any spoilers away. But when you watch Edge Runners, I think it's pretty obvious where the final episode's going to go. So I think I got a good idea of where that's going to go. But still, I need to finish off that show. It's been a really good show. I've thoroughly enjoyed that. It's only 25 minutes long, so I might, I might watch the final episode of Edge Runners tonight, then start to watch more of the Terminal List. Get all of my homeworks done. And that way I can say, right, I did Edge Runners, I watched it all. It was great. Well, how many episodes is it? Is it 8 episodes in total? Or 10 episodes? It's 8 or 10 episodes. 10 episodes, I think, in total. So the 9 so far have been great. I don't see them particularly failing the landing of the final episode, considering how it's not trying to really disguise where things are going. It's not trying to pull the rug from under you. I think it's, like I said, I think it's very obvious where it's going to go, but that doesn't stop this show from being fun. So with that said, and let me just push the chat to one side so I can see the super chats from the other episode of the real BBC. Nice, and I can do that, and I can see chat. Everything's great. It'll make you want to play Cyberpunk again. Well, like I said, I've watched 9 of the 10 episodes. Do I want to play Cyberpunk 2077 again? Not really. Not really. I just found the whole I found the story boring. I found the city boring. It didn't really feel like there was, legitimately fun, interesting things to discover. It was just a bit of a damp squib for me, I'm afraid. But I don't know. It certainly made a lot of people return to the game. I think the popularity of Cyberpunk has never been so high. However, they have said that there are no plans at the moment to make an Edge Runners second season. And yes, you could do a second season. You could have a whole new group of Edge Runners, and also they did announce that they're going to do a sequel to Cyberpunk 2077. But CD Projekt Red have they've done a few things, like announced a few things. They've announced Cyberpunk. Well, first of all, they announced that they were in production for The Witcher 4. The Witcher 4, of course, is not going to be a Geralt story. Geralt's story has been told. So The Witcher 4 could either follow Ciri, or what I'm hoping is that The Witcher 4 allows you to create your own Witcher and go on a merry adventure, sort of like Mass Effect, where you can create a female Witcher or you could create a male Witcher, and they can go down that story that way. So there you go. Please stop the lights blinking. No. So, I'm hoping that they do that, but I think it's probably more likely it'll be a series story because, they have also announced, of course, the Cyberpunk 2077 sequel. Which I'm okay to wait for that. I mean, I don't even know if I'd get it. I might not even be alive by the time it releases. But sure, whatever. I think they should have just taken the L on this one, or taken the resurgence and just left it, because I think they're going to be really, really pushing the envelope for a sequel. And they've also announced that they're going to be remaking The Witcher, the first of the trilogy. They're going to be remaking The Witcher from the ground up for a modern audience. For a modern audience. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that exciting, Geralt? Going around doing stuff for a modern audience? Hey, Triss, I respect your womanhood. Let's just be friends. Of course, it'll be Triss. It'll be What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no? Didn't that CD Projekt Red hostage video get you all excited for the future? Please, Vanguard! Please, BlackRock, don't tank our stocks! Don't tank them! We'll do anything you want. We'll do all the sex, trans, and feminisms. Oh, man, that's in the spot. So you didn't like the CD Projekt Red hostage video? Oh, okay. Well, you got a Vesemir anime. You got a Vesemir anime on Netflix, which is all right. I thought it was all right. But CD Projekt Red is most likely going to die of somebody said in the chat, die of ESG poisoning. ESG poisoning. Because again, it's like BioWare. All the great people have gone. All the great people have left. And what you're left with now is the modern day dregs. By the way, can't tank your stock if you're not on the stock market. Just want to put that out there. You can't have your stock tanked if you're not on the stock market. Okay. BioWare is an absolute shell of itself. I have zero hype for Dragon Age 4. Zero. It's no. Mass Effect Andromeda was embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Hey guys, remember a video game called Anthem? Remember a video game called Anthem? Yeah, a video game called Anthem, of course. Came out in just the worst state imaginable. They created a timeline of how we're going to fix this game. We've created this timeline. This is what we're going to do. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. This is our roadmap. That's it. They called it a roadmap. This is our roadmap for Anthem. Within weeks of that roadmap coming out, they didn't do the first part of the roadmap, and B, said that they're no longer going to be following the roadmap. Then they said that they were going to Jason Schreier, who's an absolute bell end of a person, by the way. by the way, complete bell end. He said, "Oh, they're going to be making Anthem 2. It's gonna do like a 2.0, Anthem 2.0, and they're going to fix the game completely." And I went, bullshit. I made a video saying bullshit. And then guess what? Guess what? They said, "Oh, we're gonna do this, that," and then they turned around and went, "We're no longer going to be supporting the game." No longer going to be supporting the game. And Anthem died, I think, within a year. Within a year of its release. And when it came out, it sold, I think, 3.3 million copies when it came out. And you can say, well, that's good. In a vacuum, 3.3 million is good. The problem is, EA wanted over 6 million units sold in the first 30 days. So they didn't even make, well, they just made about half of what EA wanted on sales. And that was for the first 30 days. EA were expecting the game then to grow. And it just died. What the fuck is Anthem? That's the correct answer. Correct. That is the correct answer. What the fuck is Anthem? Is the correct answer. Is the correct answer. So Anthem died. Anthem died. All that money wasted. When they did the when they showed it off at E3, I think, hey Lords off. When they showed it off at E3, I think 2017, the footage that they showed was complete on the rails footage. It wasn't organic gameplay. They didn't even know what the game was going to be. I did a video. I've done many videos on Anthem, but the whole development process was just an absolute disaster. Disaster. And that's BioWare. That's BioWare. It's just a disaster company now, you know? But I can understand if you are truly a creative and EA buys you out, why you would want to get out of that company. Because, you know, EA, a publisher that where you go to die, where games go to die. But, oi, oi, oi. Anthem was a third-person mech shooter that was meant to be open world and have all this organic gameplay and events happening and yada yada yada. And no. Hey, while I'm here, let's just jump into my back end. Oof, ladies. Just bring up Anthem. How many videos? I've got 32 videos that I have the words Anthem in the title. Let's just have a little. Anthem, this game is not ready for release. Anthem, first impressions. A beautiful looking mess. Look good? Was an absolute mess. Anthem already heavily discounted after 2 days of release. Anthem sales are tanking. Anthem bans streamer in apparent total overreaction. Sony giving refunds for Anthem after PlayStation 4 crashing. Excuse me. I think it was bricking PS4s. I think it was bricking them. Anthem Unban the banned streamer, but it was too late by then. EA begs its uneducated audience to help fix Anthem's PS4 problems. Anthem is broken, level 1 weapon dominating the game. Yes, there was a level 1 weapon that was the best weapon in the whole game. How well did Anthem sell? For some reason, YouTube demonetized that video. EA release, help fix Anthem survey. By the way, folks, this is all in the span of a month and a half, these videos that I've read so far. All in the span of a month and a half. Well, the reason why I put uneducated audience is because if you remember, when EA were doing Battlefield 5, was it? I don't know. Battlefield 5, maybe. When people were saying, what is a woman doing on the front line with a prosthetic arm, you know, shooting all these tanks, jumping out all these fucking, all this stuff. And then one of the guys, I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head. One of the guys from EA said that the audience is uneducated. And this is before the game came out. And the amount of people that cancelled their pre-orders based on him saying the audience is uneducated was hilarious. And surprise, surprise, he left the company like a month later. Oh, he got a nice golden handshake on the way out, though. Anthem's loot is irrelevant as power scaling is breaking the game. Anthem, again from a company at war with itself, that was an AsChat. As Anthem's content roadmap already hits a massive roadblock. They didn't do it. After two months, they hadn't done anything that they said that they were going to do on the roadmap up to that point. Over 50% of Anthem players had already left the game within 2 months. Anthem's done. Can't find matchmaking groups. No one's watching on Steam. Excuse me, on streams. Yeah. Oh my God. I think this was so embarrassing. After 2 months, I went to see on Twitch because that's where that's where everyone was streaming at the time. YouTube streaming hadn't really taken off. And I went to see how many people were watching Anthem streamers. And I think in total, there was about 34 people. There was about 34 people in total. I think at one point, might have got to like 100 and something at one point, but nobody was watching. Just nobody was watching. Anthem launched its Cataclysm event. That came 6 months nearly after its release. They didn't even market it. Nobody knew. And Anthem forgot its own birthday. Here's a year later. A year later after the game's release, they didn't even say happy first birthday to Anthem. But the game was already... Oh, here we go. This is on less than a year after release. BioWare officially put Anthem into maintenance mode. Less than a year after release, they put it into maintenance mode. Ouch. Ouch. Not good. Not good at all. The release was and nobody knew. And it was shit as well. It was shit. So that was fun, wasn't it? That was fun time. Let's bring up chat again. Right. Let's get into some smashing these super chats. Now, if you didn't see, and can I just say for the record, a lot of you did see, because this video I put out last night is already over 130,000 views. So Jesus Christ, people, thank you. Henry Cavill, which we will discuss later. Henry Cavill has quit as Geralt of Rivia on the Witcher show. I have a feeling that he was contracted for 3 seasons. This is me speculating. But I have a feeling that he was contracted for 3 seasons, and as soon as his 3rd season was done, he was out. Because he was clearly not happy with the way that they were making The Witcher. He was very frustrated. There were rumors coming out that Henry Cavill was difficult to deal with. Now, I think difficult to deal with means that Henry was trying to push for the show to actually be like the books and like Geralt. And of course, they had their own agenda. It recently came out from one of the producers who left the show that the people who are working on it, they don't like the books, they don't like the video games, and they openly mocked the franchise. Openly mocked. How can you have people like that making a show? So I am 100% with Cavill on this one. If that is true, I'm 100% behind him, because there's a great video which I'll try and pull up later where Henry Cavill is basically saying, well, it's not basically, he is saying, respect the law, respect the franchises, respect the characters, respect the stories. And of course, that one of the at least that we know of, one of those reporters tried to bait him into a toxic fan discussion. And, how'd you deal with toxic fans? And Henry shut him down immediately. He said, fans aren't toxic. Fans are passionate. They put a great deal of time, money into these franchises. Fans are passionate. So, I think Henry is a legend, just an absolute legend. He's going off now to be Superman, an optimistic Superman by the sounds of it, because I don't think he would have returned to the role if he was going to be mopey Superman again. So I think we might be getting that resurgence of optimism and hope. I really do hope so. And I'm just going to throw it out there, but there's no James Bond right now. There's no James Bond. So maybe freeing himself up from The Witcher will A, allow him to concentrate on Superman projects, and B, maybe throw his hat into the circle for Bond. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, again, it would have to be the right James Bond, not a male feminist James Bond that cries and respects the woman and is more in touch with his emotions. Absolute nonsense. Anyway, so let's get into these supers. Let's smash through these supers. Stone Dog 1971 with a $5 says, someone needs to create a video of Capaldi regenerating into David Tennant. Well, that's exactly what happened, isn't it? That's what I remember. Actually, I think somebody's already done that, by the way. I'm pretty sure somebody's already done that. Neotsu with a $5 says, during the episode The Doctor's Daughter, will they ever reunite Jenny with her father, the Doctor, since they went back to David Tennant? I doubt it. That's David Tennant's wife in real life, Georgina Moffat. That's his real life wife. And I think they've had 5 kids together. So she's, I think they're both pretty busy, but I think, his career obviously has gone. So I doubt it. I very much doubt it. I don't think that's the story that they're wanting to tell. Hurl Hay with 2,000 NGNs says, hello from your expansion in the Nigerian market. Please, any recommendations for Black Adam? Shazam. The Shazam comics. Deep Pan with a £4.49 says, hail the great BBC. Was the ice cream post-coitus after the doc flicked Yaz's bean with a regenerating hand? Well, there goes the monetization. Hashtag squirter. No, I'm actually, I laughed myself. The one thing that I did laugh about, because I was bored to tears in that Doctor Who regeneration episode, it wasn't good. It was not good at all. But one thing that I did laugh, I mean, unintentionally, not because the show was funny, but one thing that I did laugh about was the BBC once again queer baited a couple and didn't follow through. So there you go. And now Whittaker's gone. And now Yaz is gone. Oh, well. Shark Dentures with a $2 says, from I don't want to go to I don't want to come back. But they paid me a lot of money, so I did. I added that last bit. I don't know. I'll see. I don't know. There's a good bit of time to wait until the next Doctor Who with Tennant. I think tomorrow should get the consolidated numbers. I'll just check now, but I think tomorrow should get the 7-day consolidated numbers, which is going to be the final number for the regeneration episode. Yeah, still TBC. I'm guessing it's going to go from 3.71 million to 4.9. I'm guessing it's going to get 1.2 million in consolidated. We'll see. So I think it's going to end on 4.9 million. Which, if that is the case, is still less than episodes 1 and 2 of Whittaker's final season. So it would still be a terrible rating. Yeah, but around 5 million, 4.95 million. Shake from Hunger Team with a $10 says, as a book reader, I still loved House of the Dragon, even when it deviated from the source material. Jeff Bennington with a $20 says, maybe if we're lucky, the specials will somehow cancel out the Chin Balls run. I don't think we'll be that lucky, though. Keep up the good work. Well, I mean, if they don't retcon the Timeless Children, there's no future anyways. It's done. It's dusted. It's done. It's done. If they don't retcon the Timeless Children, and the BBC do not want to retcon the Timeless Children, they don't want a white man, or if they don't want 12 white men being the first Doctors, no. They want it. They want a nice multicultural Doctor, and the Doctor is now a little black baby that falls off cliffs and gently floats, complete and utterly devoid of any emotion or fear or anything, to their death. Cat, hey, Sandy Q, by the way, how you doing? I see you, Sandy Q. And all I've got to say to you is,
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
that's all I got to say about that. Cat with a 65 Swedish says it's not the last gasp as they keep on bringing politics into interviews and casting. Long road to go for them to truly learn. I absolutely agree. As I said on the Real BBC, when the news broke that Ncuti Gatwa had been named as the next Doctor, I don't think it was how they wanted to make the announcement. And so that night was, I think it was the BAFTA Awards. And so they were interviewing Russell T Davies and Ncuti Gatwa at the BAFTAs or whatever. And they kept, Ncuti kept stumbling over himself, trying to say that the Doctor's pronouns were they, but kept calling him he, then correcting himself. He shouldn't have had to have corrected himself. He was right with he. The Doctor's a man. And Russell T Davies was just talking about get the Conservatives out of power, protect the BBC, protect the license fee. And then he goes and casts an 18-year-old, inverted commas, trans actor. There's a reason why we say the word grooming. You know what I mean? Hey, Matthew, how you doing? I see you slipping in as well. Ladies. Hitchhiker42 with the £5 says they needed a bigger name to bring in viewers like Daniel Radcliffe to take over to restore the viewers. Well, they technically did the right thing in bringing back Tennant. He was the most popular of the modern day Doctors. So that was a good move superficially. And I say superficially because I think a lot of Doctor Who fans aren't superficial. A lot of Doctor Who fans are at least fans from the 2005 reboot. And I do think there's still a significant portion that remember Doctor Who from prior to that. And they've only known the Doctor to be a fun, entertaining show. And none of this, like one of the episodes that I saw with Whittaker was it was fucking gash. But she just, like, at the end of the episode, she basically just looked at the camera and lectured the audience about, environmentalism bullshit. And it's just like, that's not entertaining. Just fuck off, BBC. So the BBC don't serve the British public anymore. They serve their ideology. They don't serve the British public. Amplify Create. No, you're absolutely wrong. They're an 18-year-old trans actor now, but what were they last year? They were a 17-year-old trans actor, and they were then a minor. Somebody doesn't just turn 18 and go, hi, I'm fucking trans. No, there has to be a period before that where they make all these decisions, and all those decisions were when they were a minor. Now, I know your proclivity, and I know that you might be feeling a little bit defensive, but the situation is that they're 18 years old, and prior to that, they were a minor. And we've got way too many minors nowadays being pushed by adults about sexuality and gender, and we see it all over the fucking internet, mate. All over. Cannot be denied. Cannot be denied. You have people in schools in America saying that a 3-year-old can choose their gender identity, but you can't give them a gun until they're 18, and you can't let them drink till they're 21, but they can get their body fucking mutilated as a fucking child because an adult makes that determination. That is wrong. Adults are there to protect children, not to fucking coerce them, not to push them down an alleyway, and not to mutilate them. And the sooner people start protecting children, the better. Because this shit wasn't going on 20 fucking years ago, 10 fucking years ago. This is a modern day thing which has been brought in. So no, you could say, well, they're at 18 and they're an adult. Oh, no. There's a whole story that led up to that 18 years old. And I am fucking done pretending. I am done fucking keeping quiet. This is wrong. Nobody with a moral compass, an ounce of morality in them, will dare try and manipulate, coerce, groom, whatever you want to call it, a fucking child. Child. Kids, they don't know their ass from their elbow. Kids, they're the most trusting things on the planet. Kids, they'll do anything to impress an adult, to put an adult on a smile on an adult's face, to make the adult feel, to make them feel as if they've done right. That's why they're so open to manipulation, because they're a sponge. They absorb everything, all information. And when they get told something as a child, they trust you. They trust you. They trust and believe you. And so when you start filling their head with confusing gender ideology, or, as we well know in the film industry of today, it's suddenly become really fucking trendy, hasn't it? Really trendy to get a role that way. So I reject that. I reject that notion. And if you, again, if you have an ounce of morality in you, then you'd be looking to protect kids, not try to turn them into images of what you want them to be in terms of your own neurosis, your own confusion with identity. So no, it's pretty fucking disgusting. It's pretty disgusting. And the thing that really, another thing that annoys me about all of this is the fact that I keep on having to say this because I know there's plenty of people that follow me who class themselves as gay. I know that. I communicate with some of them almost on a daily basis because they engage me on Twitter and we, you know, whether it's just replying to something or whatnot. Just because you're gay doesn't mean you're part of the alphabet mafia. The alphabet mafia is to me, and I think it's very clear, is a political, ideological branch that use people who are gay, bisexual, all of those other things to try and group them into some collectivism and say, hey, you're one of us, so you have the same politics as us, you have the same thoughts as us, beliefs as us. That's why they do it. So you can be, I believe that you are well within your goddamn rights to say, no, I'm gay and bi, whatever, but I'm not part of the alphabet mafia. I'm not part of the alphabet community. No, I'm my own individual. My own individual. And that's what I try, because, you know, we're humans, we're all flawed at the end of the day. But that's what I try and judge people on. So when people communicate with us here on YouTube or here on Twitter or you know, wherever it may be, I don't care if you're gay, fucking bi, bloody, you know, you're into busty Asian women like me. I don't care how you know, what you are. I will judge you based on how you communicate and how you are as a person. It's this collectivism bullshit, which is trying to drag everybody in, and say, you're one of us, you're part of our group, you feel the way that we do, you espouse the same ideology as we do. Because anyone that deviates from that gets fucking kicked out anyway, is ostracized anyway. It's just another attempt to control voices. So, you know, when I say forgive me, I'm not looking for any forgiveness, but it's just a term of phrase. So forgive me if I'm just a wee bit skeptical of teenagers that are espousing gender ideological terms, etc. Oh, come on, as you judge people by breast size. So yeah. So when you go and cast yourself an 18-year-old trans actor, there is a whole other story behind all of that. And I guarantee you it comes from a very weird place. Right. So, you know, I'm not trying to have a go at you per se, but I'm saying just look at a bigger picture here. That's all. You might have left. Might have left and unsubscribed. But no. You got to protect children, not try and group them into some collective. And certainly not want to mutilate them. I do, Wonky. I got this big look. I've got that blaring in my face. Oh, that camera's pretty perfect. Great. Afternoon LGBT with us, yes. It just sad, you know, it just saddens me, and it just clearly angers me, as you could probably tell, because I may not be a father, but I am an uncle. You know, and it's an absolute pleasure to be an uncle. It really is. It's an absolute joy. And all I want to do is just make sure that they are protected. He's protected, and he grows up to have a life that's full of love. And that's what I want more than anything. So yeah, yeah. So I'm a wee bit protective, let's just say. Hitchhiker 42 with the £5 says, oh no, we have that one, sorry. Cat with a 65 Swedish says, don't think they are desperate enough as they keep bringing politics into casting and interviews. I think that might have been it's essentially the same super chat twice. Maybe you didn't think the first one went through. But yeah, as you know, we've just been all over that. Well, I would rather be kicked off a fucking platform for having that take than be a sheep and get on your knees and capitulate to some very disturbed people. I could do this, but I will go Orange Man bad if I do this. See, I can turn it to orange, which is nicer on the eyes. But obviously, I now look like Orange Man bad. So I could that's just a little bit more. Also, I've just woken up. Also, I need cosmetic surgery on my eyes. They were a lot redder than that at the start, weren't they? Cartography Prime with a 10 Canadian says, Hail, real BBC. I'm writing my own fantasy story with a female protagonist, but I'm worried my feedback is pushing me in a woke direction. What should I keep in mind to avoid writing in a woke manner? Well, dude, you can't tell us how to write your story. And I say that with love, but you can't tell us how to write your story. You know, if you're just writing a story to please people, then your story is going to be crap. I'll tell you how it is. If that's the way that you're writing, if you're just writing to please, it will be a terrible story, because it'll just be a hodgepodge of attempting to placate people. If you've got an idea for your book and you want to go through with that idea, write that idea, and be damned what people say. You look marvelous. Thank you, son. That's a beautiful lie, Sandy. Thank you. So it's your work. It's not their work. Write the book you want to write. And if it turns out that it's inverted commas woke, then that's the book that you wanted to write. But there you go. Big Rog with a 2 Canadian thumbs up super sticker right back at you, dude. Deep Pan. I'm gonna have one of those tonight. Gonna get me a deep pan pepperoni pizza, and I'm gonna get some coleslaw as a side. Deep Pan with a £4.50 says the line and delivery Shooty gave in the teaser doesn't sound like something the Doctor would say. Maybe the next Doctor is actually a copy of a human. I looked. We had a second, 2 seconds of him. Just what the hell is going on here? That was it. So we have no context. We have no nothing. Coleslaw with pizza is amazing. A cheesy coleslaw with a pizza. Oh yeah. So we don't know the context. We don't know anything. So I'm certainly willing to give the benefit of the doubt for now. You know, I'm sure there's plenty of lines that you can take from every single solitary Doctor out of context and be like, well, that doesn't quite sound right. Yeah, because you don't have the full context. Weeb Addict 64 with a $5 says, Gary, I know you hate Elden Ring, but at least well, I think it's more the George R.R. Martin. I don't think it's necessarily the game. I know you hate Elden Ring, but at least look at the bosses and read their descriptions and fights. You won't be disappointed. I think Gary would love the lore of Elden Ring, but you know he's got his George R.R. Martin hang-ups, which are quite valid considering it's been nearly 12 years since he released the last book. So I think that's more of the issue. Elden Ring. Chris Mayers with a $2 says, is he going to have that porn stash? Oh, yes. I think he is. Shooty Gatwa. Yeah, I mean, he's got a tash. He's got a tash in the Doctor Who, so that could well be part of the this Doctor's makeup. Cheese does not belong anywhere near coleslaw. It does when it's a cheesy coleslaw. Baba Doom with a $10 says, Gary, as y'all convinced me to give Doctor Who another chance. I've told you before, thank you. I haven't gone further than Hartnell. I want to savor his Doctor a bit. A good granddaddy. He was. And it's nice that they've destroyed his legacy. Shadow Chaser with a $1 super sticker of a hot dog. Banther Salesman with a £4.49 says, unless the BBC come out and retcons the Timeless Children and Dr. Karen, then apologies to the fans. Then apologizes to the fans. It doesn't. Which previous Doctor they drag back in? Hold on. Let's try and read that again. I'm going to read it verbatim. Unless the BBC comes out and retcons the Timeless Children and Dr. Karen, then apologies to the fans. It doesn't. Which previous Doctor they drag back in? Okay, so I think they're trying to say it doesn't matter which Doctor they drag back in. If the Timeless Children is still the Timeless Children, then it's irrelevant. And I agree. I absolutely agree. It doesn't matter if you bring David Tennant back in if you're still going with the Timeless Children storyline. Hartnell number one. Hartnell number one. And fuck the BBC, because every single solitary person with a fucking brain cell knows the only reason why they've done the Timeless Children is to retcon the whiteness in their eyes of Doctor Who. So go fuck themselves. Your politics are not our entertainment. And your politics aren't our law either. Wildly Motorsports Entertainment with a $5 says, amazing that media is reaching F4 Nigeria so hard. I think it's meant to be 4. The media, amazing that the media is reaching 4. He's done F4, but I think that's meant to be 4. Nigeria so hard, but chose not to use Nigerian mermaid goddess Yemenia Yemoja instead of black hijacked Little Mermaid. I have no idea. I have no idea why on earth they said for Rings of Power, hey, we got a good opportunity in the Nigerian marketplace. Sorry, has the Nigerian marketplace ever been known to as a trend-setting insane? It's just like you read the line and you're just like, do you know how insane you sound? Like you can kind of understand if they go the Chinese marketplace, because China is massive. And that marketplace is huge. And it's got an economy. Or you could go, the Bollywood marketplace. Oh, my. Or you could say like the Bollywood marketplace. Again, huge marketplace. The Nigerian marketplace. What's the biggest thing that Nigeria is known for? Email scams? Do you know how many times I've won the Nigerian lottery? Spoiler alert. A lot. So when she said that, it looks like we got an opportunity maybe. Crazy. These people are crazy. Absolutely crazy. Chef Nick Nero with a $5 says, if they get a trans doctor, does the show change the name to Doctor Whom? Probably. Road Rager with a $2 says, Gary and Doomcock covering Doctor Who and Exozone. Crying emoji. That's Gary. High Q with a £2 says, my Uber Eats delivery driver is Prime Minister. How? There we go. Bashi Washi, I'm your Nigerian prince. You goddamn right you are. Goddamn right you are. And I love it. By the way, it was Bashi Washi that got me these lights. Those ones. YouTube got me the Hill versus Babyface and the YouTube thing. But Bashi Washi was the one that sent me these wonderful lights, which look awesome. Captain Haruno with a $5 says, Ant-Man helped save the universe with his idea of the time heist. Why are they making fun of him? Does no one know of his contributions? No. It's because Paul Rudd and Paul Rudd funny man. So Ant-Man joke. Also, all men are jokes now in Marvel. All men are jokes. Certainly all white men. God of Gravy with a £1.79 Kang Bang, maybe. God of Gravy with another £1.79 says Kang 2 Electric Banger Dude. Okay. Ryan is about to be Homo Light 2 as you can both nice. I think he'd be very happy with that. I think he'll be very excited. Tennille89, aka Dislike Puns, with a $5 says apologies since it's entirely off topic. As did you try out the Dark Tide beta? If so, what did you think? I didn't, because I want it to be completely fresh for me when it releases at the end of November. But we're definitely getting it, and we're definitely going to be playing. I see you, Matthew. I see you. We're definitely going to be getting it, and we're definitely going to be playing it on Sunday Funday. So I think it releases 3 weeks today. 3 weeks Tuesday. Soon. It releases soon, like three or 4 weeks time. So we're definitely going to get it, and we're going to be playing together. Charjack with a $2 thank you. Matthew Hammond with a $5 says, where have we seen this before with Ant-Man and the Wasp movie trailer? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. At least give us a Rick Moranis cameo. I know, because that actually might be quite fun. Carjack with another $2, this time with a message saying, Ant-Man looks like a Power Ranger. Yeah, his costume looked cheap as fuck. But again, this is modern day Marvel. Generic and homogenized. Captain Haruno with a $2 says Shark Girl and Lava Boy look better than this. Kind of did, actually. Hey, Dave Poole. Kendall Mint Cake. Make more arrows with a $5 says, you are wrong, Nina. Hulk has a son. Well, I mean, I don't quite know what we saw in She-Hulk, but Hulk has a something. I see you, Bashiwashi. I see you, Bashiwashi. I see you. Oh. Ooh. Bashiwashi and Matthew are... They're arguing. This is great. Keep arguing, boys. It's sexy. Bass player 2011 Iffy with a $5 says every movie now. The sky portals started in the first Avengers film. It's been Control-C, Control-V since the mouse took over. Oh my goodness me. Matthew's off again. Bass player, you're right. Like I said, it's homogenized and it's it's homogenized and it's generic. That's kind of where it is now. It looks like it's memberships at dawn. By the way, I am really okay with that. I'm just saying. Shh, don't tell them though. Stephen Jordan with a $2 says Guardians trailer just dropped. The Christmas one, yeah, we saw that. We watched the Christmas one as well. Cyan Gorilla with a 500 arses says much love to Elton and all these musicians whose songs are butchered with those epic drums playing quarter note triplets, reverb, and then swelling at the end. I hate it. I hate it with all my heart. Every trailer is literally the same. It's awful. Actually, I think I went through all of these Cyan Gorilla shouts last time, but it's still funny. Dewey with a $2 says, so Guardians of the Galaxy with Ant-Man, K, pass. I just don't think it looked fun. I just don't think it looked fun. It just looked like somebody like a fucking CGI jerk off. Nothing looked real. Nothing looked tangible. Nothing looked as if it actually existed. Ant-Man is pushed back again, so that this time daughter Michelle Pfeiffer and others can just take over. Why even call it Ant-Man? Just call it people in generic costumes go to CGI set. Just call it that. Excuse me. Captain Haruna with a $2 says, is Ant-Man worth watching tonight in theaters? I ain't watched it. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, I'm just hating on those little people. Just hating on those little people. I haven't watched it. I'm not going to watch it at the cinema. I saw the scene that I wanted to see, which was the Henry Cavill scene. I might get it when it comes out on 4K. Just really to kind of add to the collection, really, and see it in 4K on the 4K TV. Yeah. But going to the cinema and seeing it, nah. It will cost me less to go and buy the 4K version than it would to go to the cinema, you know, get some popcorn, get a drink or whatever, sit in a really uncomfortable chair with barely any leg room for 2 hours with a bunch of other people. I'd rather just buy it on 4K. Gordon's alive with a £10 says, hate to bring it up again, but please keep raising awareness of Lost Boys, which is getting a modern retelling, and the cast don't look like they suit the part. Gordon, it's going to flop massively. Don't worry. It's going to flop massively and nobody's going to care. And it's going to be another remake to add to the pile of failed remakes from Hollywood. I'm almost willing to bet the farm on that. Yamashi Renshi with a $10 says, I guess they figure something has to knock the Star Wars Christmas special off its pedestal. High standards for very low bars. Matt Guillemette with a 5 Canadian says, Thai food and the real BBC sound like a good evening. Hail. Sounds like a good evening to me. Matthew Hammond with a $5 says, the Kevin Bacon fourth wall still looks better than Ocean's 12 Julia Roberts playing Julia Roberts, but Hollywood has been out of ideas for a while. But wasn't the Kevin Bacon thing in Guardians? It was just like a one line, wasn't it? It was just like and Kevin Bacon. It was just like a one line, really. And now it's suddenly, let's get Kevin Bacon. Went down the wrong hole. Vetrus with a $5 says, She-Hulk season 2. It's not going to get a season 2. I hope so, but I don't think so. We'll have Jen acting like Saul and representing Holbrand's Walter White with a crossover lawsuit against Galadriel for breach of contract. Ram Bam 3000. No, because that actually sounds too much like it could be in a courtroom. But I hope it gets a second season. I really do, because Jane and I could do with that. That'd be fun times. Wow, Bashiwashi and Matthew, what the fuck is going on there? Hey? Rambam 3000 with a £5 says, here's the thing. If you can hear the dog whistle, that makes you the dog. Boom! Exactly. Enoch Mamon with a $5 says, Cavill telling the fans thank you for your patience is clearly a dog whistle for starting an alt-right insurrection. One that's probably bigger than January the 6th. That's what I say. Henry back to play with a $5 says, original John Williams Superman theme, please. I think we might get a version of it. Even Zack Snyder slid it into the Snyder Cut. Well, it was, yeah. So there you go. Steve, I know it was in the Whedon cut, but we're talking about the Snyder cut. And we know that the Whedon cut was doing all weird kind of things. But in the Snyder cut, when he's just about to retake off in a black suit, there is the in the music. Stephen Donovan with a £9 says, hey all, House of the Dragon was so good that I am dreading what that means for the TV equilibrium. I just assumed we didn't get good TV anymore. So now what? We get gems every now and again, but the most of the time it's just doggy shitty. Fingers crossed that the pendulum is swinging back, but we don't. I can only speak for me. I can't speak for you guys. I don't want the pendulum to swing from there to there. I want the pendulum to swing like this. That's what I want the pendulum to be swinging like. Not that. Not that. I want the pendulum to be here. Just swinging away like this. That's what I want. Steve Barito 300 with a $2 says, remember as Cadia stands. It fell, you fool! It fell. Salty Berserker with a $20 says, first time super chat. Thank you. I love all your guys' content. You need to remember, Caddy, it was months ago that you coined the name Black Panda. And I thought it was absolute genius. You have to use that name or it will be stolen. As long as you put it into the zeitgeist. As long as you put it into the zeitgeist. Henry back to play with another $5 says, as simply the best. Thank you. I don't know what I did, but I'll take credit for it right now. Thank you. Oh, no! It's 5:10 in the evening and it's pitch black outside. I fucking hate this time of year. I fucking hate it. I hate this time of year. Remember, in the UK, we've had daylight saving. As black as the BBC's heart. Jin Caria with a $2 says, as love the new war logo. Hail to the real BBC. Fuzzy with a $2 says, Gourmet Sabzi, maybe. Gourmet Sabzi is the best. Yogurt and rice for the win. That is some Persian food. Knights of Fair drawing. I know, Scotty. I know. Hey, do you want to have a look at my Galactus? Oh my God! I've got to put the lights in it, but that is the Hasbro. That's the HasLabs crowdfunded 32-inch Galactus. And it looks awesome. Absolutely awesome. Woof. Is that a code for something? Probably. Luigi Chiacari. I'm so sorry for butchering your name. With a $5 says pasta white people food. Sincerely, Luigi, the W op. Got any new Lego? The last Lego I got was the Bowser and the look, the bags look, well, that eye anyway. The bag's starting to go because I'm waking up a bit. The bag's starting to, look, see, I don't have bags. I don't have bags under my eyes. Look, there's no bags there. Look, I haven't got any bags under my eyes. Look. I haven't got any bags. This is how I take it naturally. David Sonecci. I'm really good with names, by the way. With a $5 says, my favorite sound was when Mauler made the human intercourse sound in a group and killed the conversation dead. Wow. Okay. Unhinged with a $5 says, this may not get read out. It is. But as I've been trying to get Drinker to do a happy hour with you on Hot Rod, can you do me a solid? Hold on. The Adam Sandberg, is it? I've not seen Hot Rod. Do I need to see Hot Rod? Do I want to see Hot Rod? That is the question. Amplify Create with a £10 says, it's so obvious RTD wants a Hooniverse with Tennant will split in two with Shooty. Now that I actually thought that one thing that I did think was that Shooty might have actually also regenerated at the same time. Maybe. The latter will remain in the series and David will do a spin-off RTD always talked about. Maybe. Watch it. No, I'm gonna watch the Terminal List. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. I might watch The Crow tonight as well. Or I might just stream video games until I drop dead. There's also that. Thunderstorm with the $5 says, who's going to be the Flash in the films, Grant Gustin or Ezra Miller in a straitjacket? Well, Ezra Miller's going to be in this Flash movie and then he's fired. And then they'll get a new Flash and it won't be Grant Gustin. I'm willing to bet money on that. Boobies. That was delicious, wasn't it? I need a wee. I'm going to play you some music and I'm going to have a quick wee. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to finish off the soup. Oh, wait, no, wait. What? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've only got 6 super chats left from the real BBC. So let's read these 6 first. Then I'll have a wee. Then we'll read the super chats from today. Then I think I'm just going to wrap it up, get something to eat, and then just set a stream for later. Set a gaming stream for later. And we'll just do all the talking about the stuff in the second stream later as well. So the Miria Sphere Origins with the $5 says, "Hail to the fellowship, for we are epic, all supporting those who create new things like myself, Shad, the great Eric July. I'm soon to start on my second book." Nice. Good on you. Zenik with 140 Zargons says, "Since everyone is shilling, I'm going to shill for something indie I recently enjoyed and would recommend to Nina. Carmen America. Great, fun, light-hearted comic mixing anime and Western comics." I think isn't that doing like really well as well? Do Halloween and Relic and Fun. I'm gonna do shit. I'm gonna do some Dynasty, but tomorrow, Bashi. Tomorrow, I think I'll jump on Final Fantasy 14 and do just that. How about that? How about that? Gun Gear with a 20 Swedish said, "Expect a #banner fund next Friday." Oh, okay. Hillary Clinton with a €6. Hi, Hillary. Don't kill me. Olivia Munn, Estonian for rooster, not the bird, the other word. Oh, there was a time when a whole country was amused by this fact. All right. Don't kill me, though, Hillary. Nico Gray with a $5 says, "Working on the lore for my Kaiju Titan book. Takes place after World War I. Soldiers turn into hero titans and mobsters making deal with aliens. Hail to you." Right, that's the real BBC Supers. I'm just gonna have a quick wee. So I'm gonna play some music, and then when we get back, we'll go through today's, because you can't stop chat from doing what chat wants to do, because chat just does what chat wants to do.
It's really ready to go.
Fucking sizzling! Fucking sizzling! Fucking sizzling!
Take me by the hand, take me by the hand, take me by the hand, take me by the hand. He, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. Me by the hand. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. What the fuck is he wearing? It's not Halloween. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man.
Fucking sizzling!
Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. My God, have I been mad? Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Oh my God, like yeah. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Hey darling, you can smile more. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. That's what we fucking do. Fuck off! Dude, me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Dude, me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cock. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yad, 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 yad. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yad, 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 yad. It's really ready to go. Here's some Hollywood. Oh, bitch.
one of them. So that went well. Let's move on. Choose player. It's oh look, what a coincidence! God damn, I hate this thing. I can't say the word tampon. Who fucking cares? Fucking hell. Who fucking cares? Hi, I got a kid. I got a pussy here. Come here. Oh, look at my pussy. Come here. Hello. Just say hello. No. It's okay. I'm just trying to make you look. She doesn't look any of you in the eyes. I don't blame her. It's got to be obvious. Got to be obvious. Don't blame her. Oh, come here, Pookie. Pookie. Hello. She hasn't had any treats today, so she has been sleeping on my bed for the whole stream, and then I went to the loo. And then when I went to the loo, she came in on the search for treats. She's looking on the desk where the treats used to be, and I moved them yesterday. So she's kind of like, hey, weren't my fucking treats here yesterday? Anyway, let's go to some supers from today. As is Wonky Eyebrow with a £2 says, we told you the terminal list was fantastic. I didn't doubt anyone. I just, hadn't got around to doing it. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Oh, you like that, don't you? Oh, I think it might be tickling you a little bit too much. The Rick 1033 with a $5 says, Az, what's up, dude? My penis. No, it's not. I'm dead from the waist down. Duh. Kyu Kazuma has been a Jedi Master for 10 months. And says, hello, Dad. I'm not your fucking dad. The last 24 hours have shown that Cavill The last 24 hours have shown that Cavill is showing how actors should be. I'm trying to make this make sense. Keeps to himself and just acts while not insulting people. Also, will you be streaming Rhea when it comes out? Rhea? That sounds like some gay porno. Never heard of it. Jens Anderson of the Taru with a 19-month Force sensitive says, yes, terminal list. I haven't seen that either. Perfect now as I'm laying sick with the coof. I will get better from the coof. Look, if I can beat the coof, anyone can beat the fucking coof. Me. All of this goodness here. All of this beat the coof, no problem. I had a shitty voice for about a month, but in terms of symptoms and all that stuff, that was gone in what, 3 days? 3 days or so. Then it was just the voice. My vocal cords were hit quite hard, and I just couldn't speak for like 3 days. Thank you, Malcolm. Oh, Malcolm Tucker, fuckity bye. Oh man. If you want to watch a hilarious political comedy, which is just a political comedy, not an indictment on the current things, just watch In the Thick of It. It is hilarious. Hilarious. All that sexiness and mojo, the jab is much weaker than Az. Exactly. You know? How can Koof touch this? Hey? How can the Koof touch any of this right here? Hey? Teddy has been a stormtrooper for 7 months as Belle's now eating her food. She's given up on treats. And then Teddy with a £1.79 says, Stalker 2? Question mark. Az, you sexy, sexy beast. Woof. When's that out? Or is it out? I don't know. You coming back up? Hi. What? I'm tickling your undercarriage. I'm tickling your undercarriage. See? Belle is very ticklish on her belly. Very ticklish. And she's very ticklish under her chin. She's actually one of the few cats that she won't let me tickle her under her chin because it's just too ticklish for her. Maxim M with a £2 says, almost a bit as big a lie as Google Stadia. Oh, man. Or Stadia, whichever you prefer. Well, that's finishing now. Google Stadia is coming to an end in January. It's officially closing down in January. Why is it still here? I don't know. But what did they expect? A service that essentially operated like a thin client solution that you not only had to pay a subscription fee for, but you had to pay to buy the games that you could stream on your subscription service. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. There's no Phasmophobia tonight because everyone is, apart from me, obviously, everyone is in Orlando for the meetup. So there's no Sunday Fun Day tonight, but I will be streaming tonight. Sooner rather than later. I'm going to finish off this stream and then I'm going to get something to eat. And then I'm going to do some Medieval Dynasty. And we'll just see how long I go, ladies. Spoiler alert, 38 seconds. We'll see how long we go. And yeah. Yes, and you had to buy, like, the prices of the games were ridiculously steep as well. It wasn't like, do you want to buy Metro Prime, which is, Metro whatever, that's been out for 2 years, then you've got to pay $60 for it. What? Nash, the old philosopher with a $10 says, I have dreams as, oh my, they go on forever. Okay. I am on the New York subways trying to get home from work. I keep transferring and walking up and down the stairs all night, but I can never get outside. Aren't you just reciting Silent Hill The Room? I think so. Corey Cassell with a $5 super sticker for keep it up. Thank you. Christian Stepnowinski, maybe, with a £9 says Channel 4 wants us to pay TV license and get government funding so they can make programs with tits. Who would play piano with their C's? I can't say that. I'll get demonetized. I'm probably already demonetized. Let's have a look, shall we? Am I demonetized already today? Our survey says no, not yet. Oh my. I haven't been naughty enough, clearly. Don't worry. That can all change. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going behind the monitor now. Hey? Hey? Hello? Belle goes behind them. She's got lots of room now here. Because all the crap's been cleared. And she just goes behind these monitors because they pump out heat because they're monitors. So she just sits behind the monitors now, pumping out heat, sticking hair everywhere. Hey, Purple Valkyrie, how you doing? You're not trying. I know I'm clearly not trying hard enough, ladies. You're balmy with a $2 says medieval ages, they chopped it off as punishment. You ain't chopping mine off. Yeah, fucking hell. Chris from Michigan with a $2 says, "You're not orange, man. You're You're a tangerine." I could be a tangerine. Adam Wolford with a $5 says, "Hey, me being father of two, 11 years old and 3 years old, other one coming in April, I don't want any of that bullshit near my or anyone's kids." I absolutely agree, sir. I absolutely agree. Shaka Zulu, one with a $5 says, "Aussies call pumpkins squash, right? So do you call pumpkin pie squash pudding?" Squash and pumpkins are different. Squash and pumpkins are different. They're actually different. So, Matthew gifted 10 memberships to the stream. Bashi Washi gifted 10 memberships to the stream. Matthew gifted another 10 memberships to the stream. Thank you, boys. Bashi Washi, clearly you weren't trying hard enough. I'm just saying. No. Don't come at me, bruh. I'm just saying. Thank you, boys. 30 memberships there. Now, Amplify Crate did a 4-parter here. Amplify Crate with a 5, 2 £10, and another £5. So that's a £30 super in 4 parts. Number 1, I am absolutely anti-woke, as I think you know, sir. I know. I have nothing to do with alphabet community, just a bloke who happens to fancy blokes. Exactly. I was simply saying the new Who companion was 18 when cast, now 19. I just don't want the G word to be overused, so it's becoming meaningless like racist has. I know 18 and 19 is still very controversial. Yes, it is. Not saying I agree with that, just the reality of it. I think, you know, from my chats, I'm very anti the far left. I know. That's why I said to you, you know where you're coming from. I know your proclivity. And that insanity. Number 4, I'm now off to cry in a dark room on my own with no dinner. Very sad face. No, come back, dude. Come back. Come here. You know, dude, you know, when you super chatted, I knew exactly who you were. How did I know exactly who you were? Because you've spoken and I've seen you speak and I know who you are and I know what you're about. Okay? That's why I know exactly where you're coming from. 18 when cast. Like I said, there's a long story which goes before that. Somebody doesn't just wake up and go, "Oh, by the way, I'm this." So somewhere along the line, there had to be stuff. And the problem is that this stuff is being pushed as normal and natural, and it's not, because it's often coming from people who are abusing their positions. So we got to make sure that they are, and when I say they, I mean kids, are protected. Because I don't think men grow up till they're about 35 years old anyway. If you're under 35 years old, you're just a stupid kid still, you know. So somebody has got to be there to protect and not to take advantage. Caleb Dixon with a $2 says, "How big are those triangle lights?" Pretty big. They're about a hand, about a handful. Ladies, I'm always about a handful. Always about a handful. Chris with a £1.79 says, "Pendulum needs to be like ours. Swings both." I'll shove something up your fucking ass, mate, and it won't be my cock. I promise you that. Baz with a £2 says, "GMT forever." Fuck off. F British summertime. Oh, fuck you, Baz. Resin with a £5 says promoting Amy Gallagher's GoFundMe. Stand up to woke. Nurse suing Tavistock NHS, the gender people, over dismissal for criticizing CRT. Precedent if won. Oh, good. Amy Gallagher GoFundMe. Go check that out. Oh, wait. I've lost my spot. Found it. Scott Christy Jones with a £2 says, thanks to QPR for easy. Well, no, thanks to our money for taking him away from a terrible team. Chris Kohler with a $20 says, starting my channel with a 5 p.m. Eastern live review of the original Halloween. If folks could visit, I'd appreciate it. Edited content coming too. Just trying to get some early momentum, thanks. Chris Kohler, 5 p.m. UK time, Eastern time, sorry. Drowning Clown with a $10 says, just followed you and all the gang on Twit. Can't wait to see more from Asland. You rock, my dude. Oh, thank you. Major Grubert has been a Force sensitive for 2 months. Thank you. Hey, something's happened on the memberships. Hello, that video put me off my tea. Nah, it's a lovely tune and well put together. Thank you. That was done by Problem Being. Goodness grief, my brain went dead for a second then. QU Kazuma with a $5 says, sorry, Az, for typos. I just woke up when you were alive. So did I. I meant Cavill is the gold standard of acting. Boom. Also, I meant Resident Evil 4 Remake live stream. Oh, yes. I'll absolutely be doing Resident Evil 4 live on stream. The remake live on stream. No problem. Drowning Clown. Like I did it with Resident Evil 8 as well. Drowning Clown with a $2 says, Scott is also a redacted. Correct. Matthew with a $2 says, let's help get you demonetized. Fingers crossed. Noah Mint with a 20-month Force sensitive membership bomb. That didn't make any sense. I thought they gifted 20 memberships. It's a 20 membership Force sensitive. What's up, Az? Hope you're having a good day. I am, thank you. Matthew with a $2. Shit. Hold on. Sorry, folks. There is a knock at the door. I will BRB. It's really ready to go.
Okay, settling!
Take me by the hand. 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 He, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. By the hand. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. What the fuck is he wearing? It's on Halloween. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man.
Okay, sizzling!
Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Oh my God, have I been mad? Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Oh my God, like that. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. Hey, darling, you can smile more. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man. That's what we fucking do. Fuck off! Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cock. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit.
Yard, 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 yard. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yard, 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 yard. It's really ready to go.
Here's some Hollywood horse.
Ocean Mayan, take me by the high. Ocean Mayan,
Kitty fuck.
Ocean Mayan, take me by the high. Ocean Mayan,
Fucking sizzling!
Ocean Mayan, take me by the high. Ocean Mayan,
I'm gonna make wad your main balls.
Ocean Mayan, take me by the high. Ocean Mayan,
Oh my god, like that.
Ocean Mayan, take me by the high. Ocean Mayan, beat him into submission. Ocean Mayan.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Fucking Amazon. Let's get on with it, shall we? Right. Right. What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ, something's going on with them. Holy, what? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Matthew with a $2 says, you might be a tangerine, but you aren't British. John J 35 with a 2-month Force Sensitive membership says hi. Hi. Now, Jesus Christ. Sandy Q gifted 10 memberships to the stream. Lade Art gifted 10 memberships to the stream. Matthew gifted 10 memberships to the stream. Bashi Washi gifted 20 memberships to the stream. Lade Art again gifted 10 memberships to the stream. Sandy Q again gifted 10 memberships to the stream. Matthew again gifted 10 memberships to the stream. Lade Art again gifted 10 memberships to the stream. Taking memberships today, new members today, to 121. You are insane. Look, I've got fluff on the top of my head. Yeah, that's just your fucking receding hairline. Fuck off. Thank you so much indeed. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Thank you, Lada, Sandy Q, Bashi Washi, Matthew. Thank you for some insanity in gifted memberships there. Look at that. I'm going through puberty. I knew I should have brought another drink up. Got a little bit of water left though. Oh. Beast! Hey, do you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something. There you go. Sandy Q, you've now been given a blue wrench. You've now been given a blue wrench. Out of respect, you don't have to moderate. That's been just like Matthew and Lada, it's been given to you out of respect. You don't have to moderate. It's just there for respect. So there you go. Thank you. Boops. Okay. Kev L has been a Force sensitive for 2 months and says, love you as in this fellowship. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I know. Look at that sea of green interspersed with blue as well. Look at that. Lee Woodcock. Fucking sort your life. I'm joking. Tits and Entrails with a $2 says, do you like the Berserk Golden Age 3-part series? I ain't seen it. I'm not well up on my Berserk. I've only got volume 1 of Berserk. Sorry. Oh, geez, fuck my ass, mouth, and tits. Hold on. I think I'm just going to have to... Hold on. I'm going to have to jump this one. David Harvey has just gifted 50 memberships to the stream. That is insane. Okay. I'm just looking at the chat because it's all it's saying at the minute is just so accepted the membership. So accepted the membership. So. Where are you? Where's David? David, where are you? Why can't here? Hold on, David. You get a. You've done this many times, too many times. Because you're too generous. I've given you a blue wrench of justice out of respect. You don't have to do any moderating. It's just out of respect. You know what I'm saying? So, David, you also get yourself a blue wrench of respect. By the way, the blue wrenches who I gave not out of respect, do your fucking job! You fucking shut that in chat, you fucko! Okay? Hey, sorry, that wasn't me shouting at you. I'm only joking. Don't go. Don't quit. I'm only joking. Don't quit. Don't quit. Fuck. They've all quit. All my wrenches just quit. Yeah, Bashawashi, Matthew, if you could just like help with them moderate, that'd be great. Because they've all gone. They've all left. David, that is insane. Everyone who just did that, that's insane. Jeez. Where do we get? Paul Rouleau has been a Force sensitive for 8 months and says, Food King scissoring. Damn right. Tyler Shelton with a 2-month Force sensitive says, Food King scissoring as well. You goddamn right. There is somebody whose account has deleted their account because they've got no name. They have no avatar anymore. And it says they've been a Force sensitive for 5 months. So I think they might have just deleted their account during the stream. I have had it with this guy. I've had it with YouTube. I quit. I'm gone. I'm out. And they've just deleted their account. So whoever that is, deleted account member after 5 months, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. You know. Henry back to play with a $5 says, I hate being a snitch, but chat was very naughty when you were away. Oh, I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Oops. maybe it was a sex bot. A sex bot got banned. Oh, I've been a member for 5 months. Force sensitive level. Ladart with a 20 check says, we're playing membership tennis. I know. I think you actually got the final blow in as well. Matthew with a $5 says, as that's not fuzz, you're going bald. You're still not British, that. I was going to say, I'll show you my birth certificate, but I mean, I wasn't even born in this country, so, you know, that wouldn't do anything. The Beast 808 has become a member at the Jedi Master level. The Beast. Thank you. And hola to you as well. Hola. Thank you very much. Matthew with a $2 says, don't tell me what to do, as I'll mod if I want to mod. Okay. Okay. I ain't arguing. Mr. Zinkosti has become a member at the Stormtrooper level. Thank you, Mr. Zinkosti. Mr. Zinkosti. By the way, the everyone who has received a gifted membership today in chat, all of you who've received a gifted membership for the next month, you all, because the gifted memberships are the mid-tier memberships, so you all have now unlocked the playthroughs, the secret playthroughs, which I have hid behind a paywall. They're all yours to view on the membership tab. Oh no, I think David Harvey just Minecrafted themselves in emotes. So you have access to Ghost of Tsushima playthrough. Yes, Ghost of Tsushima, where you can hear outdated commentary on what is happening in the world today, because they were done. You can see Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough plus expansion pack. You can see Final Fantasy VII Remake and watch as I go insane over Tifa. You can watch Ghostwire Tokyo full playthrough. You can watch Resident Evil 2 Remake Leon's side. You can watch Resident Evil 2 Remake Claire's side. You can watch Resident Evil 3 Remake with Jill. You can watch Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order full playthrough. That is a lot of content for free. I'm saying that is a lot of content you just got for free, thanks to these wonderful people. So, if you could just give them a thank you in the chat, I think they would really, really appreciate that. I think they would really appreciate that. So thank you. Thank you. Let's bring Chitty Chat back up. Scott Christie Jones with a £2 says QPR are cack, but local. Love you, Az. Not in that way. Why not? Well, The Last of Us Part 2 has been given away to everybody for free now. So you don't have to be a member on the channel to get that Last of Us Part 2 remake. Because I, on April Fool's Day, set all of it live, all 24, 26 parts, which went and absolutely destroyed everybody's recommended, everybody's trending, and everybody's subscription feeds. And it took about 2 weeks for YouTube to stop recommending Last of Us Part 2 videos for 800 people unsubscribed from my channel that day. and I don't regret a thing. Not a single solitary thing I don't regret. Oh. It was funny. It was funny. Gary Walker has been a stormtrooper for 30 months. Gary, thank you very much indeed. There's David Harvey's 50 membership bomb. Jesus, dude. Kangarooster with a 2-month Force Sensitive says, hi, Az, and thank you to whoever donated my membership. So there you go. There was a huge load that came. There's a huge load that came at once. Ladies. So I'm not sure who it might have been from, but thank you for saying. EJ Paladin has become a new member at the Stormtrooper level. Thank you. Tits and Entrails with a $2 says, do you prefer Blu-ray or DVD? 4K. 4K. Come on. Hello. 4K. Take a 610 with a $2 as Tom Brady is available. Wink, wink. Say no more. Dude, that's Tom Brady. I mean, it's Tom Brady's Tom Brady. What, has he officially announced his split from his wife? Oh, that's sad if it's true. I was hoping those crazy kids were going to work it out. I still hope those crazy kids can work it out. God damn it. Anyway, Tom Brady's clearly not got big enough tits for me. So, Kai Showman with a £1 super sticker of a falling asleep guy. Not my fault. Maybe he's falling asleep with love for me. That's what I'm going to say anyway. The Beast 808 has been a Jedi Master for 2 months and says, glad to be part of whatever this is, brother. Blessings abound. Yes. Ian, that's when Ian Soforth tipped his £25 super, which is really generous, Ian, and says, and The Last of Us Part 2, which is available for everybody. You can watch me play a game that I hate in a story that's utterly laughable because Critical Drinker wanted me to do a stream with him about that. Perch Bill with a 20-month Stormtrooper membership. Thank you, sir. Drowning Clown with a $5 says, how's the weather in New Zealand? Pitch black. It's absolutely beautiful here in the States. Love you, Kiwis. And look at all that kiwi fruit. Yum, yum. That reminds me of home. Stuart Hamilton with a $10 says, hey, Az, love watching your videos. Thank you, Stuart. Ladar gifting another 10 subs to the stream. Memberships. Stop saying subs. I'm not in a pool with my tits out. I wish I was. More's the pity. Because I wish I was. Ladar, thank you. Dude. Ladar, thank you very much. That's way too generous. And Mr. Zinkosti has upgraded their membership to Force Sensitive. They clearly heard something they liked about those playthroughs. So they upgraded that membership to Force Sensitive, which opens that up for all of them. People, you have been way too generous. So we're going to wrap it here. But I'm going to be back. I'm going to go get something to eat. And I'm going to be back in a couple of hours' time. Maybe a little bit less. We'll see how efficient I am. I'm going to be back in a maximum of 2 hours time. And we're going to play, because Quarter Black and X-Ray Girl are over on the meetup, we're going to play some Medieval Dynasty and Shout at Scott, most likely. So I want to give a massive thank you to everyone who super chatted for the real BBC this week. Thank you so much. I hope you heard your membership, your super chat, your membership get read out here. Massive thank you to my mods as always. Thank you for your tireless work. Everybody who super chatted today and membershipted. Did I just say membershitted? Did I just say membershitted? Well, in all fairness, you were shitting out memberships like they were going out of fashion. There's a membership. There's 10. There's 20. Everybody who super shitted, member shitted today, thank you very much. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Until then, you take care. Bye for now.